What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. So we see this transgender clout chasing is steady opening up other doors. It's going to be a lot of this stuff coming more and more to the public, man, because it's big news right now. And this is what I want to talk about. Because now they talking about Tiger got caught up with one. So we got Tiger getting caught up with one. Bobby Valentino getting caught up with one. Eddie Murphy getting caught up with one. Brother Polite getting caught up with one. Young Buck getting caught up with one. Cassidy getting caught up with one. And these transgenders is going public, man, exposing these people. Now, what brought this blog to be was I'm sitting here listening to the information because I don't just want to throw nothing out there without the proof or just seeing the things, the information that's out here on these things and being an analyst, just reporting the truth to the people. I just want to make sure my media is legit when I'm giving out these things. Like on the Cassidy thing, I mean, dead to the wrong. Ain't no way he can get around it. They got pictures of this man private part on Arizona, lined up with Arizona cams, the man phone number, his wife, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about no way he can get around this, man. No way he can get around it. All type of inboxes, text messages. So regardless if you like his music or, oh, he wouldn't do that. Or he present himself like he a stand-up dude or he's certified. And man, listen, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all better do history, man. Some of y'all, when you look in history, you will find out Roman emperors, Napoleon, pharaohs, popes, all these dictators was homosexual. Alexander the Great, murderous, psychotic homosexuals. That's what they were doing. That's what it does. It's a murderous spirit. That's what they were. So it don't matter when you say things like, oh, I didn't think he'd do something like that, man. He appeared to be a stand-up dude. Right. And history will show you a lot of these stand-up dudes were really homosexuals. Now, messing with transgenders, this all through history. So I don't put nothing past nobody, period. I don't put nothing past nobody at all. Now, anybody susceptible of falling, man. But I was listening to some of the information that they were saying on these brothers and giving graphic details of their relationships and encounters with these stars. So fans was calling in on some of these platforms and they were talking. And they was coming at the transgender people, telling them like, why y'all doing that? Why y'all trying to mess these brothers' careers up? And why y'all doing all this stuff and clout chasing and just trying to get popular and famous and get money out of people and blackmailing them? Why y'all doing this type of stuff? So let me ask y'all a question. Should they not be doing this or should they be doing this? Because I want to look at it on two ways. Let's just talk about it though, man. We just seen Young Buck interview where he talking about, I'm finna cash app you $2,000, take it down and give a statement saying that it ain't none of that stuff is true and me and you don't even know each other. I'm gonna cash app you right now. We just saw that. We just seen Cassidy put up his response talking about, oh, I got an album coming out in a battle, somebody trying to set me up, even though you clearly know who's saying it because they saying their real name. Even on their Instagrams, it's saying they transgenders. Even when you seeing all the evidence of your phone number and all these pictures, I'm talking about, ain't no way you can get around that type of stuff for that. We seen Bobby Valentino, the transgender dude, recording him sleep on his couch, wake him up, put the camera in his face. He run out the hotel, even left his shoes. You know what I'm saying? Should these transgenders be exposing these guys, or should they be ashamed of themselves for clout chasing? I'm just gonna keep it real. Yeah, clout chasing is bad in this day era to some degree. But this is one that I do approve of. I approve of this one. I don't approve of the other ones when they trying to set up rappers and taking their chains and robbing and sticking brothers up and shooting them and stuff and getting on Instagram bragging about it and Facebook and Twitter. I don't agree to that type of clout chasing. That right there is just straight up jealous, hating type stuff. But this clout chasing of transsexuals exposing guys who pretending not to be homosexuals, I definitely approve of this one. I approve of this one because I believe they need to be exposed, and you should keep on exposing them. If these guys doing this stuff and they undercover acting like they not, they definitely need to be exposed. And this the clout chasing I do approve of, because I would rather want to know if these brothers doing this stuff than not knowing. Again, a lot of people don't understand why the black community suffers so much from sexually transmitted diseases. Not only that we don't be protecting ourselves and we not married, so we just laying up in women and doing these things, but a lot of this stuff come from guys. When it comes to HIV, a lot of this stuff comes from guys who having sexual relationships with men, homosexuals, and then laying down with females. When you look at the percentage, well, they saying 45% of HIV cases is with minorities. But let me tell you what's crazy about these numbers. 45% of the cases is with minorities, but 72% of the 45% is females. Because these guys laying down with all these females, but messing around with men too. And then straight guys like us want to go deal with a woman who may be messing around with other women. Now we just gave it to a lot of them because this dude messing around with another dude and messing around with a woman. Talking about they bisexuals. So they definitely need to be exposed. I definitely agree to this type of clout chasing right here, man. If you got brothers, man, who trying to be in the closet, but then acting like they not a part of this stuff, they definitely need to be exposed, man. Here's Young Buck sitting there on his interview talking to the transsexual he was having sex with, telling this man, I ain't gay. He believe in his mind because he's not on the receiving end, he's not gay. He don't think he gay because he get head from a man. He don't think he gay because he get to have anal sex with a man, because he's not the one sucking them, or he's not the one getting sodomized. So he believed that he's not gay because he's not on a receiving end. And it's a few people who actually believe that stuff for real. I remember when we was coming up, it was this rapper named Gangsta Pat. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all might know him who are of age, a brother from the South. And he had a song talking about that stuff. He had like a prison song. He was like, he said, it don't make me a fag because I'm getting my thing sucked. The fag is the brother that's bending over to get stuck. That's what he said in his rap. Gangsta Pat said that in one of his raps. It don't make me a fag because I'm getting my penis sucked. The fag is the brother that's getting over to get stuck. That's what he said, and really be believing, like so many other people do, that they not homosexuals because they not on the receiving end. Come on, man. Stop this. If you have sex with the same sex, you are homosexual. Whether you on the receiving end or whether you the one that's giving it. It don't matter. Once you have sex, sexual intercourse with another man, and you are a man, you are homosexual. If you are a woman and you having sex with another woman, you are homosexual. You can dress it up however you want. Whether you're on the receiving end or you the giver, it don't matter. Because you hear people be like, no, she just ate me out. Oh, no, he just gave me head. It don't matter. Once you did the act of it, not the thought of it. It started with the thought. But once you give in to the thoughts and bring the thoughts into action, that's when you're guilty. Evil thoughts gonna come in your head anyway. Evil thoughts gonna come in your head anyway. You gotta shut them thoughts down when they coming in your head. If it's trying to get you to do things that exalts itself against the knowledge of God and morality. But once you give in to those thoughts and bring it to action, you become guilty of the actions of the thought. So it's not the thought that make you guilty of it. It's the actions that you do. Like you could think about killing somebody, but if you don't physically kill nobody, you're not a murderer. You could think about stealing from somebody, but if you didn't physically take and stole something from somebody, you're not a thief. You could think about homosexuality and things like that, but until you actually commit the act, the physical act of it, you're not a homosexual. So when brothers trying to think that just because they not on the receiving end, you just lying to yourself. And that's what the transgender said to Young Buck. He said, why don't you just admit it? It ain't like it's the end of the world. Even though Young Buck saying, I ain't suck your penis. I ain't let you go up inside me. But the transgender know exactly what it is. It don't matter. I had sex with you that you can't deny, which means you just the same as me. This brother spooning with the transsexual. Y'all know what spooning is? Spooning is when you ever had two spoons and you flip one over and they go in together. That's what spooning is. When you holding your woman, like if you laying in the bed with your woman and she in front of you, you know what I'm saying? And her booty part is where your private part, and you holding her from the back. That's called spooning. The transgender talking about they be cuddling and spooning with each other, drinking hot chocolate in front of the fireplace on a love seat. Like, dude, what are you doing, man? Get up out of here, dog. Get up out of here. You acting like you on a real dude. Think he on All My Children, Young and the Restless. His brother playing Days of Our Lives with a transgender faithfully. I'm talking about then getting up, hitting the block. Then these dudes so reckless, man. Look at how reckless these dudes is. Then they trying to get the gangs to participate in this abomination that they doing. They trying to get the gangs to get involved in this stuff and be a part of rolling on guys and getting up with people for addressing and calling them out on these things. So, clout chasing, exposing a person who actually doing that stuff, no, I don't look at that as being clout chasing. They deserve all the shame and embarrassment that them transgenders going to give them. I don't look at that as being clout chasing, man. If you're going to expose this dude for being an undercover homosexual, having sex with transgenders, then he fronting like he not all on records, talking about he not all in the center, all in gangs and stuff, acting like he ain't down with that life. That's when you know, see, that's another thing. That's why I don't look at this as being clout chasing when they're exposing them guys. These dudes be secretly meeting up with them in hotels privately. They don't go in there together. I'm already here. What room you in? I'm in room 306. Just come right in. Come up to 306. They don't never be around none of their guys and homies. They ain't doing that. They coming by themselves. Hey, you here? I'm here. They don't be with their guys because they know what they doing. They know exactly what they doing. They know what they doing. And I don't feel sorry for them. They need to keep on getting exposed. Then the crazy thing about it is these dudes in love with these dudes. Now these dudes are literally in love, infatuated over these dudes. They be so humble talking to them when they get bussed out. They be so loving and kind towards them, man. They don't be mad and angry and want to just, oh, when I see you, it's on and popping. They that way towards us for saying something about it. What you say? Where you at? Pull up. Like he was telling the one dude, what's the dude named Young Buck was getting into it with his friend Crossover, Crossroad. What's the dude name? Where you at? Where you at? I'll pull up on you right now. Matter of fact, I'm getting the homies and pop. You want to get all the guys involved with you messing around with a transgender. So we all finna sacrifice our life and freedom because you having sex with a transgender? Man, get up out of here. Don't call me for nothing. What do you mean? But they be lying. Yeah, he lying. Roll out with you. And you really got guys who actually want to roll out and actually risk their life and freedom behind this man having sex with a transgender. So if this clout chasing, I respect this type of clout chasing. If them transgenders busting them guys out who doing that stuff, they deserve to be bust out, man. They deserve to be bust out. They need to keep busting out guys out who in the closet, afraid to come out and ain't did that. Drag them out. Drag them out by their damn legs. Snatch them out by the collar. Snatch them out that closet. They scared to come out of it. Snatch them out. Keep exposing them. But if y'all lying on these dudes, man, then that's when you bogus. So far, what I seen so far, they ain't been lying. So far. Like I said, it's kind of hard to set up a guy on some homosexual transgender stuff who don't do that stuff in real life. You're going to have a hard one trying to prove that. Because that's something you have to prove. These transgenders who've been coming out on these brothers literally got proof on these dudes. You just can't say that to anybody like, yeah, he had sex with me. Yeah, I was with him. Oh, you got to prove that. You have to prove that. Because just like you saying it, and I know it ain't true, I'm finna prove you lying. And hurt your credibility. But that's rare. You know what I'm saying? And this, what we seeing going on as far as like these guys, when these transgenders coming out on them dudes actually guilty of this stuff so far. Evidence out on them, man. I'm sorry. Y'all like the music. I'm sorry. Y'all don't want to believe some of your good rappers doing this type of stuff. But hey, this don't surprise me. This is what the music industry calling for in this day and age. These are part of the sacrifices and secret cults these people got to be involved in. This is the initiation. So it don't surprise me at all. At all. That's how come I know it's a lot more. And guess what? They've been saying it too. They were saying, yep, and it's a lot more of them too. We finna start exposing all these celebrities. Right? Might as well. The Bible say what was in the dark gonna come to the light. That spirit can't be quiet. It's supposed to expose. It's finna keep exposing. It's finna get real big. Stay tuned. Watch how many people start coming out. Watch how many people start getting exposed on this. Because now they seeing this is the new wave. This is the new wave, man. And all they were doing was just building this stuff up and waiting for the right opportunity to let the cat out the bag, man. And that's what you finna see happening, man. But you can't put that on no real dude. You got to prove that. And if it ain't true, guess what? The person who you trying to accuse of gonna make you look bad. You can't prove that. You get what I'm saying? On no real person. You can't. Who didn't do it, you can't. See, the truth can always be defended. A lie can't be defended. So I don't feel sorry. So when them callers was asking them like, why y'all setting them dudes up and doing all that? Y'all just clout chasing, trying to hurt brothers' careers? No, them brothers hurting their own career. Them brothers doing that to themselves. You can't blame nobody. You can't blame the transsexual for reaching out to them. And that's another thing. Them transsexuals be reaching out to them. Look, they know by experience. You can tell they know by experience whether or not them dudes gullible or not. And that's why they be reeling them in, man. Because you look at the situation with Cassidy. The transgender said he inboxed him and showed the inbox, hey, Cassidy, what's up? I love your music. When you got some more coming out? You should have known that was a transgender right then and there. I'm pretty sure he did know. Ain't no girls asking for your music, Cassidy. Come on, get up off of it. Come on, really? Who I even know that's a man. Ain't no girls asking about when the next Cassidy song finna drop. Man, get up out of here. We didn't like the last 8. We didn't like the last 8. Man, please. And then you send him a link of your song, and he send you a picture of him twerking in his bed, and he still got his man parts with his nuts hanging out. Man, you sick. Get up out of here, dog. Go on. Come on, man. That's another thing. These dudes be wicked, man. You seeing these dudes really, really twerking like they really popping and shaking something. You a dude, man. You can't twerk without a real vagina and uterus. These dudes, the homosexual dude said he would twerk. He sent Cassidy the twerk video and showed Cass hitting back. Said, I like the video you sent me. You like to see this man nut swinging over his twerk? This dude sick. You better not step on that URL stage, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You're not gonna stand a chance, man. Get up out of here, man. Get up out of here, man. These dudes, man, purposely seeking these brothers out, man, and they falling right in line on it too. They going right forward too. Come on, man. They know y'all gullible. They know exactly who to reach out to, man. So with that being said, I don't look at this as being clout chasing when you exposing transgenders, exposing undercover brothers. I don't look at that as being clout chasing. They need to do that. Bring them all to the light. All them who hiding and in the closet, bring them to the light. Bring them to the light. But clout chasing on something else, hating and taking people's stuff, yeah, that's entirely different. But I don't look at this as being clout chasing. Them brothers need to be exposed and brought to the light because they bogus and out of pocket, man. And with that being said, this battle truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Do y'all think this transgender clout chasing is getting out of hand? Or is this something that should be getting exposed? To me, I believe this should be exposed. If you got brothers acting like they straight, knowing that they mess with transgenders and homosexuals, them transgenders need to be exposing them. It is what it is. And this battle truth. What y'all think about that? Is it clout chasing or is this something that should be getting exposed? I'll let y'all be the judge of that. Subscribe to Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours.